Hey, South County Elementary PE, how are you? I hope you're having a wonderful spring break and you're staying safe from the coronavirus. I'm posting a few online videos for e-learning, but before we get into today's or for this week's, I want to mention that it's really important that you're still having 60 minutes worth, at least 60 minutes worth of physical activity every day. So if you can't do something outside of your house, make sure you're getting online and doing some Go Noodle or Kid Power-Ups. I'll put some links up for you to check those out. Next 2 weeks, if we were in school, we would have been doing tennis, all right? I just went up to Target and purchased a few tennis items. They sell rackets for about 10 bucks and they sell a set of 3 tennis balls for a couple dollars as well. If you don't have those items, you can be creative. You can use a dustpan, you can use a pool noodle, maybe a rolled up pair of socks, balloon. Before we get into actual tennis activities, I want to show you a couple hand-eye coordination activities that me and my kids do at home. First of all, you get a tennis ball and you use your strong hand and just throw the tennis ball off the wall just a few inches, just like that. Try to go faster if you can. Then you switch to your weaker hand. For me, it's my left hand, and it looks like this. See how many you can catch in a row. Then you can get a little bit more complex and you can go from your right hand to your left hand to right hand. Then you can add a second tennis ball and alternate hands. So it looks like this. Right hand, left hand, right hand, left hand, right hand, left hand. And then you can go to both hands at the same time. I want to show you how to hold this racket. Just like you're shaking hands, that's how you hold the racket. So I'm right-handed, I would shake someone's hand like that. I hold the racket just like that. Now this is the sweet spot. The head or the face of the racket is the sweet spot. If I make contact with the tennis ball on the sweet spot, then I'm gonna have the most control over that ball. If it goes over here, goes down here, then I'm not gonna have control over that ball. Now, a few things that you can do to get used to the tennis racket. This is a pair of socks. I normally do this with a bean bag and it would flip nicely. But what I'm gonna just do is toss the pair of socks up and try to catch it onto my racket. It might flip, it might not. It's not heavy enough. Next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna flip the actual racket to the other side while the pair of socks is in the air. It looks like this. Just like that. Next activity, I'm going to get a tennis ball. I'm going to try to get the ball to roll around the head of the racket, just like this. And I'm going to stop and try to go the other way. All right, next activity, I'm going to have the ball bounce on the sweet spot, just about a couple inches, maybe a foot off of the tennis racket. It looks like this. See how many times I can do it. All right, next what I'm gonna try to do, and you can also try all these activities with your weak hand. So if I did that with my left hand, probably wouldn't be as good. All right, so going back to my right hand, and now I'm going to dribble the tennis ball. It's very important that I'm hitting the sweet spot. These are all activities that get you used to your racket. If you don't have a racket, you can use that dustpan and a balloon, just like this. Or you can switch to a pool noodle, just like this. Both are working on your hand-eye coordination. There are 2 ways to strike a tennis ball. There's the forehand and then the backhand, okay? The forehand, you're gonna stand with your side to your target. My target is down there, just like as if I were throwing. My side is to the target, okay? And I'm gonna hold that racket correctly. My racket is gonna be back. My eyes are gonna be on the ball. I'm gonna step with my opposite foot and I'm gonna swing low to high. Looks like that. So just like this. Okay, now with the backhand, you're just gonna stand the opposite way. So you're backhanding the ball, okay? So you're gonna step with your same side foot this time. Your eyes are still gonna be on the ball. Your racket's still gonna be back. You're still gonna swing low to high, okay? Backhand looks like that. What I've done, I've taken a string, this is actually a ribbon, hung it off my basketball hoop, and tied a balloon onto one side. So this way I don't have to chase it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to work on my forehand. So it looks like this. I'm standing to the side, I'm looking at the balloon, I'm shaking hands with the racket, my racket's way back, and I'm swinging low to high, and it's going to come back to me, and I'm just going to keep trying to hit that balloon, just like that. Wind's going to get it a little bit. All right, to do the backhand, I'm just going to stand on the other side. Now I'm going to step with my same foot, okay? I'm still looking at the balloon. I'm still swinging low to high. My racket's still back. The only difference is I'm stepping with that same side foot, so it looks like this. Going to practice my forehand and backhand against the wall, or that's technically a garage door. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to stand correctly with my side to my target. My eyes are going to be on the ball. My racket is back. I'm going to swing low to high. It's going to look like this. I'm going to bounce it, hit it against the garage door, and catch it. Notice I don't have to hit it really hard, just using soft force. I'm going to do it again, and catch it. Okay, now, once I've got the hang of that, I'm going to try to keep hitting it back and forth, volleying it against that garage door. Just like that. For the backhand, I'm standing with my same side shoulder facing the wall or my garage door, and I have my racket back. I'm looking at the ball. I'm swinging low to high. As I shift my weight from my back foot to my front foot is now my same side foot. It looks like this. And I catch. I do it again. And catch. Once I get used to that, get pretty good at it, then I'm going to try to volley. Just like that.